Oh my gosh, sorry about that. Hello, lovely. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome in. Yes, I am drinking my hot water this morning, but you also know I've been blowing smoke, so there's that. I'm actually starting off this morning like praises to the ancestors, for real. Blowing smoke over here. I don't know what y'all doing, but shout out to my ancestors for getting it done. You should shout yours out too. Me and my team, we work hard overnight. Like, y'all, I be so excited to go to bed because the things that I get to take care of in my sleep, yo, girl got a list of people she be working. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. Because listen, if you resonate with this channel, then you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is, right? So, we just do it how we do it. Somebody said taking it to the streets. My ancestors are a mess. Let's cast some runes. No, there's some troublemakers over here. I was Arcana, death and life. Aha! Somebody said in the power of the tongue that y'all are live today. I already knew what they did. I was about to ask my ancestors what they did last night, but I already know because I was there, so I'm leaving it alone. Thursday's protection with ooze power. Cracking up. Cracking up. Let's get a theme out here from the Major Arcana. What you say? Somebody got cracking up. Bodies. Not drowning. Look. Somebody got my ancestors hype. Who is this? Let me do a public service announcement. For anybody, this is just, now, this might not be for you, tribe. This might be for somebody you know or somebody around you. Y'all need to be putting people on notice. If they don't like you, they just need to leave you alone. Because my ancestors, y'all ancestors are not, they're waiting for people to not like you and try to do something about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if there's people in your energy that are like wishy-washy, first of all, there should not be any wishy-washy people in your energy at this point of the game. Especially after this last, the 21st. We on the 24th right now. And it shouldn't be nobody janky in your energy. I'm just going to say that. If there is, then you like to learn the hard way. I'm going to say that too. Because it's not a joke. By the way, today is September 24th. It is my official 1-year anniversary on YouTube. As a tarot reader, right? I've been on YouTube before. I had a different channel. It was literally just the videos to go with my transformational courses. So I still have like 2 other YouTube accounts, but they do not produce this type of content, okay? So just for accuracy. So I've been on YouTube longer, but as a tarot reader 1 year. Yay! The sun, I love it. This is big stepper energy. This is somebody's, so the big dogs are out to play. I'm just telling you, it's like, it is the Goon Squad. It is the Goon Squad, but the spiritual Goon Squad. It's like, I'm going to speak from personal experience, so you get a feel for it, okay? So my ancestors on the other side, you've heard me mention this before, if you've listened, they are thugs, okay? So when I say Goon Squad, I'm talking about if you picture yourself here in this realm, but maybe you encounter some experience that's a little mob-like, right? You live in a big city, you see some things go down, and it looks like the mob might be involved. That's the feel my ancestors give on the other side. Now, maybe your ancestors are different. Maybe your ancestors knit by the fire and bake cookies. That's cool. Mine don't. Okay? I don't have those ancestors. I don't have those. Okay? So, when my ancestors do things, they do things the way they do things. Okay? They don't my ancestors not going to bake you a pie and then say this is an intervention and ask you to go to group therapy. My ancestors don't actually know what group therapy is about. They're all shaking their head. They're like, nope, They don't know about that. They don't know about that. So if my ancestors think that there's a problem, they're not going to offer group therapy as an option to work it out. Okay. Some of y'all got ancestors like mine, and y'all need to let the people in y'all energy know to stop playing y'all face and quit fucking with you. I'm just gonna say that. Now you could be like me. You let a motherfucker know and they still come for your ass because they stupid. And there's nothing you can do about that. Like when you warn people, hey, like I feel your energy is a little off. I want to let you know my ancestors ride pretty hard. I've had that conversation with people, and then they still came for me. So you might be like me. You might try to tell people and they still come for you. I'm just letting you know somebody it's not. It's not. It's not. Okay. Yeah, somebody. Just. This is harsh. Okay, somebody is having. This is not what I expected, but let's get it. Because we've got life, death, protection, and power out here. Somebody's having to. And the sun. This is rough. Y'all, I'm just going to channel. This is rough. Somebody who thought they was going to come up on you. This is just, listen, my energy this morning is Lena Baraz. I've been with Aphrodite shaking my hips all morning. So when I tapped in, I thought it was going to be love. That's not what I thought, but here we are. So somebody was coming for you, but it's like they happen to realize they're literally having to radically accept that you belong to the Most High. This is not something I think they have a concept of, but they're beginning to get the level of protection you have. It's like there's someone who's been coming for you over and over and over again, and they can't get through. And they've been trying to like what kind of voodoo are you doing? What type of protection are you? What type of bones? What type of salt? Right? They thinking you got some type of special gimmicks that they don't have, and that's why your protection is beating all of their attacks. What they don't get, but they are experiencing, even though they don't understand it. They don't even understand it, and they sure as fuck don't overstand it. Is that you are spiritually protected by the highest force. There is not a higher being than the energy that's protecting you. Okay? All deities belong and flow from that deity. Okay? So they're like confirmation, right? Like they're not getting that. It's like I think this person feels like all deities are the same. So they're trying to figure out why isn't their magic working on you? But this person is at rock bottom. They're stuck. They're facing obstacle after obstacle. Like, it's intense. This is intense. Like this, somebody is like, I heard my ancestor. God dang, y'all savage. Y'all don't remember because y'all are not old enough. I know you're not. When I was a kid, there used to be a commercial, and it was for a life alert bracelet or necklace for senior citizens. So if they fall, they can hit the button. Somebody can help. But anyway, the commercial was this lady would fall, and she would hit the button on the commercial and say, "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up." That's what one of my ancestors just said right now. Literally. So one, it's funny as fuck because that tells you how old we are over here. But two, that's the reality. Somebody's fallen and they can't get up. That's their reality. And this is all behind them coming for you. I'm getting this Berkana and Iwas is giving me like that, like the life and death. That's something about who you are. The Urus and Thurisais, the protection and power, that it's like that's all you. And this sun, it's like it's being made known to this person, like who you are. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this person is having to accept that they will, even if they don't understand that you are who you are, they do have to accept that they cannot get past your protection. It's not going to happen. It's costing them. Just trying to come after your protection is costing them. They not getting close to you. They just keep bumping up against your protection, and it's costing them. Got the numbers 2, 6, 10, 11, 24, 56. Let me get a goddess energy out here. A crystal for Archangel Michael. This is nuts. I mean, I really did not. This is not what I thought was going to come through. But I feel like that. I mean, I had said recently, what wasn't I talking to y'all? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was the podcast. I don't know. I was talking to somebody. I was like, the realm is pissed. Y'all, the gods are pissed. There's so many people out here fronting in their name, man. And it's like, and so much stuff be going on in the name of all the gods. All the gods. The Christians be saying stuff. People be doing all types of stuff in the name of all the gods. Okay? And all of them pissed. They really are. And if you got a patron deity, you already know your deity pissed. If you got a deity that fuck with you, you know they pissed. I'm here to tell you they all pissed. Because humans are just, it don't give. Humans don't give. They stopped giving a while ago. Tell the truth. Let me get one of these ones. Oh my word. Yeah. And those of us who do work with deities, like, we have a mission, we have a task. And a lot of 1111 on timer, a lot of these ancestors, my ancestors definitely work with deities. Y'all, by now, y'all know which deity my ancestors work with. Anywho. Yeah, hey, get with your ancestors, y'all. I would say more, but there's no need to use that. Except for, I love you, Morgan. I love you so much. I love you so bad. I love Morgan so bad. Every time I just, family. They're just fam. Fam. Cracks me up as I say, well, y'all know who my ancestors are for. But for real. Somebody's really getting it. It's like, if somebody doubted your somebody tested you and they failed the test. You know what I'm saying? Somebody came for you and they got. Yo, somebody tried to pull the rug out from under your feet and they the ones who failed. You still standing. At this point, motherfuckers are convinced that you really are magical. There is no other explanation. I'm telling you. And here's what's got people creeped out. Anybody who know that they ain't seen you lift a finger against anybody. That's what's got people messed up in the head. I'm telling you, people, they don't know, baby. And that's, you know what, I feel like that's a part of, one, that was a part of the plan, obviously, that the Most High had. But two, it's like experiences like that initiate your faith. Can you get that? Like, if these are people who, again, and they must be, because these people out here acting like they can do whatever they want, and they really can't. They really can't. Now it's like they're really having to see, oh no, there is a difference between this and that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like this is forcing somebody to believe in something I don't think they believed in before. We got TikTok and building blocks. It is. It's like the time to put and see, that's what it is. Because I said, whoever this is someone that's been like coming at you for a long time, but now it's time to actually build something. And it's like the Most High is like, we actually don't have time for this anymore. I'm telling you, that's what I'm picking up. So it's like the Most High stepped into this situation, shut the whole shit, shut it all down. Was like, you can't mess with this person no more. They're actually, just don't. They're not like you. They're not like the rest of it. They're not like what you're doing. They're not a part of what you're doing. So you got to move. And what it looks like what happened is somebody got stuck at the rock bottom of the wheel. I'm going to say of the wheel. Surrounded by obstacles. But these obstacles are delays. And I think these delays are actually to keep them out of your way so that you have time to build. Okay? So, because the reality is, if you're constantly under attack and defending yourself and shielding and protecting, you actually can't build anything. Everybody knows that. the best way to keep your opponent or your whatever, from establishing themselves is to consistently attack them. So they have to use all their time, all their energy, all their resources in defending and protecting themselves. Okay. The Most High literally stepped in and was like, fuck this shit, ho. I'm gonna shield and protect you. You go build. Bruh. So now when motherfuckers try to throw some shit at you, it ain't cute. Cause it's not you. That's what people. That's what they confuse. They're like, wait, what, huh? I had a reading entitled. They said, wait, what? I'm telling you that somebody said, wait, what? Cause something switched up. It's not. It don't hit the same now. When they throw something, it's an instant backfire, and it's times 10. So you didn't just level up, you bossed up. And your security and your protection bossed up, and your protection is otherworldly. And you don't have to lift a finger for it. But I promise you, anybody who was coming for you, they are extremely clear. It is not the thing to do. Something changed. I'm telling you, at that eclipse portal, something changed. This is, you don't worry about it no more. Calm expression, realization, and abundance. Wow. It's a trinity. Let's get the song. It's been a moment. I should have known we were going to get a crystal song after the eclipse. All right. All right. If you're new and you don't know, I work with the Liquid Crystal Oracle deck. And whenever there's a trinity, that means there is a song that the Crystal Devas want to share with us. It is an activation code. So we'll get the affirmations from each crystal, put them together into an activation code that we will share. Okay. It's always exciting when this happens because I don't know about y'all, but I use these codes. So again, we have citrine for abundance. This is the Master Crystal Deva Citrel Mra. Lapis Lazuli for realization. The Master Crystal Deva Lazar Wardell. Yes to the lapis. Always yes to the lapis. And then Master Crystal Deva Mer Rael, blue lace agate and calm expression. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what this is giving me. This is giving me that you've got some, this is as above, so below energy. This is giving me, there's the angels are with this energy, the blue lace agate here. This is like your spiritual inheritance also comes with material wealth, and it's about to be deposited into your account. But you are actually not to share this with anyone. You're not to let anybody know. This is like, it's like a little bonus. They're like signing bonus for your next mission. I guess so. It's a little signing bonus for your next mission, right? So it's going to go into your account, and you're just going to be really quiet about it. But it's going to make sure that you have what you need as you move forward. Okay. So you're not relying on someone outside of you. When Spirit says, hey, move, you'll be able to move. Okay. So if this message is resonating for you, when you get my mouth, their words, when you get this lump sum of money, put it to the side. It is for a time that is going to come. This is preparation. Stash the cash stash. Okay. Somebody. Okay, there you go. All right, let's start with citrine, lapis, and then we'll go in order and we'll get the affirmation. So the citrine affirmation is, self-love is my measure of abundance. I love, I receive, I give. Lapis lazuli. I am free in my world. I am the path of realization. And blue lace agate. I am the voice of calm expression. Yeah, so I think it's going to go blue lace agate. Let's see what happens with blue lace agate, lapis, and citrine. The order that it looks like it's in. There's something here. Let's see. I am the voice of calm expression. I am free in my world. I am the path of realization. Self-love is my measure of abundance. I love, I receive, I give. Yeah, that's it. Let's get it. I am the voice of calm expression. I am free in my world. I am the path of realization. Self-love is my measure of abundance. I love, I receive, I give. One more time. I am the voice of calm expression. I am free in my world. I am the path of realization. Self-love is my measure of abundance. I love, I receive, I give. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I want to share something that I had heard for several years in the spiritual community, but hadn't experienced until I had. And I feel like this is helpful for some of you. When we talk about self-love being our abundance, a lot of times, especially, in the tarot world, we say, oh, there's abundance coming in, or you have this money, we see prosperity, whatever, in the cards. And for some of you, sometimes it really is like a check comes in the mail, or you get a bonus at work, which is really, really nice. For some of you, it's a spiritual inheritance, and we haven't really been taught a lot about spiritual inheritances, so I don't think that we understand the value of a spiritual inheritance. But when your spiritual inheritance is abundance, what that looks like is you have energy. Not just energy, but you have energy that makes it seem as if you have more time than others to accomplish the same things. Okay? That's abundance. Abundance is not just money. It's an abundance of time, an abundance of creative ideas, an abundance of energy to complete your projects in. All of these things are priceless. Now, if you will allow that your spiritual inheritance is this abundance of energy, and allow your aura to be immersed in an abundance of energy, and listen, please do learn how to seal and protect your aura. If you don't know, please hit me up. Please send me a message and allow me to support you in that. But you want to build up your aura, seal it and protect it so that abundance is in your aura, like it's just a part of your energy. And the abundant energy will attract actual tangible money to you, whether you find it in the street. You guys, when I lived in New York, I was forever finding money on the street. I called it the money game. I would make sure my aura was saturated with the energy of abundance, and I'd just walk around and I'd find $20 bills all over the place. Like, you can literally, so don't brush off a spiritual inheritance. Don't brush off self-love like, but that's not going to pay my bills. It can if you will allow yourself to master working with your own energy. Hell yeah, you can pay your own bills. That's what it's for. You've just been programmed that you need somebody else's currency to pay your bills. No, you don't. You just need to be taught how to use your own. You need to be taught how to use your currency, your energy to sustain your life. That's all, okay? We got Thoth light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma. And third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. Yeah, this is like a whole new world. I'm telling you, like the divine, there's something that you're meant to be doing, and the divine is not having any interruptions. Nobody playing in your face. None of that. All that ish got shut down. That shut down. On the shutdown. This is outstanding. It's outstanding. So it was time, and I think, whoever was playing around, I guess they thought they was bigger than God, or God didn't have a plan, or maybe I'm saying it must have been somebody who didn't think God was real. But see, some of y'all understand that not only is there a God, there's a lot of gods, and they have their own idea of what should and shouldn't be going on here, there, and everywhere. Okay, and there's a lot of gods that have an interest in this realm because they have people here. Okay? And so it's like this, you belong to, you were one of these deities, and somebody came after you not understanding that you was with a deity. So it's like they messing with somebody's stuff. So I'm telling you, that's what listen, this deity feel like, what? That's my person. Right? And I keep picking up on this energy of like, yeah, like a parent on a playground watching their kid consistently get bullied and picked on, and they're watching their kids stand up for themselves and say stop and no, and defend themselves, and all this, but this kid just won't stop. And then finally the parent's like, yo, right? Like, I'm not trying to step because y'all kids, but goddamn, leave my kid alone. That's what it is. I'm telling you. Somebody. It's time to do something else. 2 of Wands, Page of Wands, 6 of Swords. It's time to go do something else. Do you see it? You see what I'm saying? There's something that you already meant to be doing. Your next mission is already uploaded into your database. You already got your marching orders for what's next, okay? And that's where you're going. Like, that's just what time it is. Like, that's where we at. Don't nobody gotta like it. That's where we at though. Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom of the deck. I'll tell you that right now. Here comes the sun. What? That's the whole reading? That's the whole reading. I'm not even gonna argue with it. That's the whole reading. Well, they're gonna throw you a little 80 cups at the end. Make sure you understand. Look at the Wheel of Fortune picking out with the 9 of coins and the 4 of wands. They just want to make sure you know. That's it. They're not gonna hold you today. That's all. That's all. Don't worry about it. That's your reading right there. Whatever was in your way, it's not in your way anymore. That's over. Whoever was attacking you, that's the end of that. Big Daddy stepped in and shut that shit down, okay? Now, all this here, everybody know what time it is. Nobody confused, okay? Anybody confused? Morgan's holding the container. You know why? Because those your fam. That's your folk right there. So for the record, anybody out here trying to throw death magic at you who come from a spiritual lineage of death and magic and is protected by the Most High, not only are they an idiot, but I promise you at this point they are begging for mercy. Because the same deities that they called on, the same entities the same things they called on to harm you actually protect you. That's why their stuff don't get through. Because it's not actually coming to you. I'm telling you. Somebody done sat there. It's so clear. Somebody has sat here and done Banecraft. I'm seeing 18 months. Bro, that's deep. That's deep. And all of that craft work is like, I can see it. It's actually sitting around them. That's why they're at rock bottom. That's why they feel stuck. And that's why they have the wall. That's why. That's why they have all these. They're rock bottom, stuck in the mud, the wall. That's why. Because they're surrounded by their own Banecraft. It's like it never left the building. Shit. Fuck. This is deep as fuck. Y'all. Okay. This has been your reading. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Drop me a comment. Let me know if it resonated. Subscribe if you like the vibe. Turn your post notifications so the next time I read, you know all about it. Time is a construct. We made it up. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. In between now and the next reading I drop, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.